let's talk about my pronouns. So I use Z, them, zir pronouns.
What are we, making up words now?
These are a singular pronoun, so you conjugate it the same way you would with he or she. So, Z has green and purple hair. I like zir makeup. And I think that cool vest belongs to them. So that's how you use my pronouns. Let me know if you guys use neopronouns, because I think they're very cool, and I like hearing all the variations of them.
Yeah, I think the pronouns are really confusing.
Yes, I don't even know what a pronoun is.
Now, let me just address what we heard from that person really quickly before we get into it. If these people are really serious about neopronouns becoming mainstream, if they really want words like Z, zir, and zit to catch on in society, they gotta stop dressing up like clowns. And I'm being serious. I'm just trying to give some advice here and be helpful. Lose the clown makeup and elf ears. It's not helping your cause. And you might end up on videos like this. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So, I have a pretty crazy Clown World update for you guys today. And as usual, we have no time to waste. So, let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, here we have a post from this individual named Gemma. Now, Gemma posted several pictures with the caption, "Took in everything shower, put on some cute skimpy clothes and pretty jewelry. Did the 1-hour version of my makeup routine and I have to say, I think I look pretty." Huh? All right, let's keep this party rolling with this young fellow who is going to reassure everybody here in the United States that if they ever bring back the draft, Gen Z will proudly step up and serve this great nation. Or will they? Roll it.
And you know why I know that? Because we're just going to say no. Like, how are they going to actually force us to get up and go to war? I understand it was like that in like the 1940s. What else is there to do in 1940 besides shoot people? We have things to do nowadays. We have twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, lie. And we're also like really mentally ill. I have like 6 of these. What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun? Like within 600 feet of anybody, including myself. And finally, like, guns are like so tacky. Like, can you imagine just like pulling up with a gun? Like, that is so fucking embarrassing. Like, what is this? The Revolutionary War? No. Like, let's just chat. Let's just talk. There's no need for all the like, no. No. It's not gonna happen, don't worry.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
Now, I'm sure you all remember that old saying, weak men create hard times, right? Well, after listening to that young fella, I'd say hard times are a-coming. Anyway, next up, so this lady, I think, can't believe what she's hearing. She can't believe that people aren't going to vote in 2024 because they don't want to vote for Joe Biden. Then she's going to remind us how bad things were under Trump and how much better things have been under Biden. Sure, gas prices have doubled. Don't worry about it. Sure, your food prices have doubled. Don't worry about it. Sure, we have conflicts in Israel and Ukraine all over the world. Don't worry about it. Sure, there's a crisis at our southern border. Don't worry about it. Things are definitely better under Joe Biden. Roll it.
Please tell me that what I'm hearing is not true. That there are some of you that aren't voting in the 2024 election simply because you don't like Biden or you don't think Biden is good for this country. Oh my gosh, you have not been paying attention. Tell me it's not true. Might I remind you of what happened when Trump was president? Might I remind you of how very south this country went? Come on, think back. We were estranged from the allies. Biden is getting our allies back for us. Let him finish his work. Vote Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for 2024. Use your brain.
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
That's it. That's all she had? Was under Trump we were estranged from our allies? I mean, if that means focusing on this country and not giving all of our money and resources to other countries, I'm strangely okay with that. Anyway, real quick, guys, I just wanted to let you know that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, and you want to help support the channel, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. And here it is, the Revenge Tour 2024 t-shirt. Now, this is the most famous mugshot in the history of all mugshots. So if you want to grab yourself a little piece of history, there will be a link to the t-shirt in the description box below. And I also have some other very cool designs you can check out as well.
Yes! That's awesome!
Now, just a minute ago, I brought up that old saying, weak men create hard times. Well, what do you know? Roll the film, please.
There's gonna be a big kitten brawl. This furry con is all about love and peace. I want to have the best of time meeting all the other furries. I'm also super excited because this is gonna be the first time I'm speaking on a panel in a room full of furries and other bakas too. I'm quite nervous, but my mommy's giving me some catnip so I can calm down and not have high kitten anxiety when I'm speaking on my panel. I'm gonna be doing a story time on the first baka that I ever met and how he forever changed my life. I want to look like I'm already blushing when I'm talking to the other bakas, so I want to use a lot of blush. I feel like blush just signifies cuteness. My ex-baka really liked blush, and sometimes I get really emotional when I use a lot of it.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, so it seems like they are either pushing that kind of stuff, which glorifies these weak, whiny little babies, or they are pushing this under the guise of body positivity or fat acceptance, which glorifies, well, I'll let her tell you what it glorifies. Roll it.
Just a reminder that I am very fat and very sexy, and I am 100% glorifying obesity, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Go on a diet, you fat.
So this next clip, we are going to hear from this young lady who goes by the name Havoc and uses the pronouns it, rot, him. Yes, rot, R-O-T, rot, like gangrenous rot. Anyway, Havoc is going to tell us about this website called the Pronoun Dressing Room and how to use it as a resource. I just wanted to let you guys know that the audio on this next clip is kind of janky, so I do apologize. It's on Havoc's end, not mine. Roll it.
In the share these pronouns, it has a section for you to input whatever pronouns you want. It has categories of pronouns if you want to just test them out. You can use whatever name you want. And it has example text of how the pronouns are used. So for he, him, the generic text would say, hello, today I met a person who goes by Havoc. He has a wonderful personality. That smile of his really makes me happy. I could talk to him all day, although he doesn't talk about himself much. I wonder if his day has been wonderful. I hope so. If we switch over to Rot Self, it would say, hello, today I met a person who goes by Havoc. Rot has a wonderful personality. That smile of Rot's really makes me happy. I could talk to Rot all day, although Rot doesn't talk about Rot Self much. I wonder if Rot's day has been wonderful.
That is the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Jesus Christ.
All right, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, this is just another one of those TikTok challenges we've seen where these people make bizarre noises and gestures and get paid a lot of money to do it. It's the new entertainment for the masses, the modern day bread and circuses, if you will. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Caroline Cottrell, all the way from the UK. Caroline, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the kind words and support. So, Caroline Cottrell from the UK is today's video sponsor. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, enough. Get this off the screen, please.
Dip, 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 dip.
What the f is wrong with you?
Alright, so this next clip I find slightly confusing. So this person is a biological woman that identifies as a trans man, but then talks about wanting to have kids. What? The comment says, trans man with boobs out. Okay, roll it.
Like, I don't know if you're just confused, but trans man, you know, keyword is trans. And to be trans as a man, you know, there's a little step that comes before that. So yes, I have breasts. Just like everyone has breasts, even men, cis men have breast tissue. And my identity doesn't dictate the clothes I can and can't wear or the comfortability I can have with my own body. Not every trans man is dysphoric about their chest. I personally am not that dysphoric about my chest. And additionally, I would like to have a pregnancy. I want to breastfeed my child if I am able to conceive. So top surgery is not an option for me. And even without that, people have to pay rent. So for a lot of people, even thinking of top surgery is a luxury. And beyond that, no one needs to explain to you. Your perception of what being trans is not other people's responsibility. I'm a man with or without titties.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Hey, where are the white women at?
So we've all heard the phrase, the lesser of two evils, quite often in the past, 6, 7, 8 years. They talked about it with Trump and Hillary Clinton. They talk about it with Trump and Joe Biden. And this lady is going to talk about it now. Just when you think people like this start to make a little tiny bit of sense, then they go and veer so far off the beaten path that you realize they probably shouldn't be voting anyway. Roll it.
I voted for Biden in 2020. I have never liked him, and when I first heard that he was going to be the Democratic candidate, I said that I wasn't going to vote in 2020, but I felt like it was important, and I felt like he was the lesser of two evils, and I still feel that. But after today, I cannot imagine voting for him in 2024.
Good.
Because at this point, the lesser of two evils for whom? And that is why I say that marginalized people know the United States two-party system has only one agenda, and it is not helping the oppressed.
What an idiot.
So like I said, just when you think that woman's onto something, she goes and pulls out her woke dictionary and starts dropping words like marginalized and oppressed, and then she loses all credibility as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip that shows people are starting to wake up. The Great Awakening is upon us. Watch what this gentleman does with his Biden-Harris yard sign. It is glorious. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
All right, yeah, it was behind me at one point. Now it's not. Now, it's where it's supposed to be. The garbage. You, Joe.
Oh my goodness. That's the most badass thing I've ever heard.
And you ain't black.